Hi there, I am Holly McDonald with the Costa Mesa Pod, where we discuss all things concerning the lifestyle, businesses, and activities that make our area such a great place to live. Today I have Cindy Lee with us. Cindy, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Aloha. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so Cindy has a lot of cool events going on locally that everybody should check out. I'm going to let Cindy explain a little bit more about what those are. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
So I'm the founder of National Bucket List Day. I'm also an ambassador with National Day Calendar. And starting in 2015, I started sharing national days, weeks, all that, because it's really important to celebrate every day. And then I was at the point where I was building a relationship with the staff at National Day Calendar. They're located in North Dakota. And I said, "Do you have some kind of ambassador program?" And they said yes. So in 2020, I became ambassador. And then the next step was, why not have my own day? So I wrote a book, Growing Your Business Through Referrals. And it's a way to leverage the National Day holiday to pay it forward to another business owner. So for instance, say it's National Pizza Day. So you and I can collaborate from your clients and my connections, and we could create an event together. We can invite someone who does pizza. I know someone who does mobile sushi. So little things like that. Step outside of the business box. You're going to step out of the sale. And, sales are great, but how we grow in business really is helping others become successful. That's the truth on growth in your business.
That is so true. I love the collaboration, and obviously anything that kind of keeps it local too and helps to highlight our local businesses is always a good thing. So talk a little bit about the Bucket List Day though. What's going on with that?
So National Bucket List Day was founded in 2023. And if you go to nationalbucketlistday.com, or you could even type in Cindy Lee LA Times on Google, and you could see an article that was done. There's actually a Huntington Beach article that's coming out for local Huntington Beach magazine in April. So basically, the story around National Bucket List Day all started because of gratitude, because I like to live in gratitude every day. I like to send 5 to 10 texts a day. That's, "Hi, this is Cindy. I'm wishing you a great day. I hope everything's amazing." Nothing to do about business at all whatsoever. And I actually was in a networking event about 3 weeks ago. And the gentleman who started that networking event, he wrote the foreword in my book. And he talked about, for 5 minutes, let's see how many people we could send text to. So it took me, I think it was 35 or 36 people that I connected with. And some people never received a text, because I do those randomly, every day. And it just really made a difference. Some people were having a bad day, and it changed the whole trajectory of what was going on for, something happened earlier that day.
That is great. I definitely vibe with the whole gratitude thing, and obviously just spreading positivity to people. You're right. You never know what's going on in someone else's world. And you could be the one person that day that actually reached out to them and said something nice. So that's so cool. So what's going on with National Bucket List Day, though? You've got some events coming up.
Yes. So right before, on April 14th, and I do this every year, it's National Dolphin Day. So I go out to Davies Locker here in Newport Beach and take a couple friends out. Nothing about business, just building those relationships. And one of the things I talk in my book is get off social media, meet in real life. Like you and I will meet in real life for a national holiday, let's say, coming up. There's National Ravioli Day that's coming up. So you and I can meet at an Italian restaurant and start building a strong relationship, and then referrals. The business is going to come last, because it's creating those fun memories. I mean, we have all these great things in our backyard. We have Disneyland, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach. Costa Mesa has some great restaurants. There's a great seafood restaurant there. Lots of tacos in Costa Mesa. So that's really how you and I can collaborate. And think of other business owners that like to, go out. They're like foodies, or they like to experience things. You can go to Catalina for $80 a person just for a day, and, create some experiences, or do an overnight. And that's really how you're going to create a more lucrative business, is by stepping outside of that business box.
How did you get into all of this?
Glad you said that. When I was 16 years old, I actually sent a card to Princess Diana and Charles. Happy wedding. And about 3-4 years ago, I just realized it was on my 16th birthday. So not too long after that, in my teens, I started looking into charity work, and I've done a lot of different charity works here in Huntington Beach. I do some stuff with the Surf City Splash, which happens every January 1st, and that's just where my heart started. And then about 10 or 15 years after I sent that card, I'm like, why not start a service? So I was in chef school and everything like that, and I went to the whole culinary gamut. I'm like, why not start a VIP business, a concierge? So I started catering for people. I started cleaning homes, because at that time, VIP services was what people wanted. They could afford it at that time. And then all of a sudden, that 2008, as you know, as a realtor, that crunch hurt everybody. And during that time, one of my clients says, well, you're so good at these reminder cards, and you even send me a Father's Day card. He goes, I really appreciate that, although I'm not your father. He goes, I think that's really a neat touch, because people, as a realtor, you need to really realize, or realtors need to realize, that those touches are really important throughout the year.
Yeah.
And not just a touch when you're ready to buy a house, do you have a referral? You could do a touch for National Pizza Day, or for instance, today is white chocolate cheesecake. So you can show up at someone's business and bring them some cheesecakes from Cheesecake Factory, or a gift card or something like that. So many industries are following up just based on when they want the next sale. Another thing you can do, and it's totally free, is you can review someone. If you're brave enough, you can do a video review, you can do a written review, or you can share somebody's post on social media. So that's kind of where the whole bucket list day started. It all started from the beginning of meeting Princess Diana all those years, way earlier. So
Wow.
It's to fruition. So it's pretty cool.
That is amazing. So what else do you like? What other businesses do you like to collaborate with? Like, what are your favorite ones?
Pretty much any business, but my favorite ones are actually restaurants, because I was a chef for 25 years before I got into travel. So as a matter of fact, we have Carlitos. I don't know if you've been there. They have one in Huntington Beach and one in Fountain Valley. And later last year, actually, in October, we did a fundraiser, kind of a fundraiser get-together type of thing. And because their second restaurant, Fountain Valley, was struggling, I said, well, why don't I connect you to Matt Sosbo? He's over at the LA Times. Let's get an article done on you. So we did that. And he said, well, do you think I need extra staff? I said, oh, no, maybe just a few people from Facebook. I don't think it'll be huge. It was huge. So I spent 4 hours in Huntington Beach, and then I went to the restaurant in Fountain Valley until 8 o'clock that night. And there was people coming in, because the word was spreading. So little things like that is how I want to make a difference. So at the end of my day, the end of my life, when I kick out, I want to at least inspire 4 to 5 people a day. And it's not about the money, it's how I can make a difference to them.
Yeah, no, that's so great. I love that. And helping the restaurants. So a lot of the restaurants right now are struggling. There's a lot that are shutting down. I know that a lot are slowed. It's a very hard industry to be in. So I'm sure you relate to that a little bit too.
And then also in my book, I talk about appreciating Grubhub managers or owners. So for instance, if I had, like the other day, I had a Thai. So I called them right after and said, I just wanted to let you know that the meal was really great. Unfortunately, mine was a little hot than expected. And I said, so how do I need to order this? Let me know for next time how I need to order it. But I will always support them. And I also like to send little cards of once I get to know the owner. Like there's this Philly steak place in Huntington, and we got Philly Steak Day coming up. So he's going to be coming on my podcast for that. So just little out of the box thinking. And using the National Day calendar is helping you with out of the box thinking. Because what I was doing with my clients, and this is a great idea for you, connect with business owners, start building those relationships, and ask them when they founded their business. So every year, for instance, I'll do a shout out to my surf instructor, McKinnon Surf and Subset Lessons, Rocky McKinnon. So every year I send him a different gift based on the anniversary or birthday of his business.
Oh, that's nice. That is a good idea. So yeah, obviously you're very sensitive, like you're just very in tune with people and like what would be something that would add value and make them feel good. So that's wonderful.
Matter of fact, this quote, Maya Angelou, so people really don't care what you say, it's how you made them feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one.
So for your industry, for instance, National Home Warranty Day, you could send a gift or a reminder.
Didn't know that existed.
Yeah, anniversary of their home. So every year anniversary of their home, you could send
Yeah.
them something. When I sold my mom's house, she ended up in convalescent care about 5 years ago, and she's in hospice now. But when I sold her house, I sent a gift. I sent a card and a brownie to everyone who was a part of the sale. The guys who did the big dump truck, the
Aw.
realtor, my realtor, the title company, the new owner. And every year I reach out to the new owner, say, hi, this is Cindy, just checking in. How's the house going? Blah, blah, blah. So
Aw.
you're continuing that relationship. And at the end of the day, that's how you're going to be remembered, as the person who cares, not the person who's trying to, draw money and make that sale. The
Yeah.
sales come, and that's why more sales are going to come to you, because that's the mentality of how the mindset is for your business.
Yeah, it's good energy for sure. I mean, you seem like you're so creative in coming up with the ideas of what to send to people or who to send it for or what to send it for. Also, I wanted to touch a little bit upon your podcast. So do you want to talk about that?
Oh, I have a couple different podcasts. So Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. That is where I talk about aviation. I talk about that twice a year because aviation is a big part of my heart. So on National Aviation Day, which is August 19th, I do that podcast. The month of November is Aviation History Month. So I get all my different aviators. I have many friends who were at F-14 Tomcat, like on Top Gun, that airplane that's featured in there. Yeah, they were actually Tomcat pilots, so back in the 80s. And I'm actually working on a project right now, and I could send you the information. So it's a podcast mission. I believe you have to post the 15th through the 1st, and you have to interview or talk about a nonprofit.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that podcast is about lifestyle, bucket list, and pay it forward. And then I have Ask Cindy Connector Live, which is a entrepreneur-based podcast. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to come on. Even if I have people watching, I'll connect you within a day or two. The people who are watching, I'll connect both parties. And so I have two different types of referrals. I have a direct referral. So if someone's looking for a realtor, that would be a direct referral. And then I have what I call connection referral. So those people who are in my sphere of influence, I have a know, like, trust relationship with them, and then I'll connect them to that business owner. But a lot of times it's a referral connection, because I'm connecting people that are in my sphere who I've had a relationship with to someone else who needs to have them in their sphere.
Yeah, so you're really big on networking and connecting.
Yes.
So National Bucket List Day, the event you have coming up. What are some of the dates of the events that you have coming up? I want you to share.
So we have on the 14th, I mentioned earlier, Newport Beach, and it's around $50 a person. And that's at Davies Lockers. You can just check out Bucket List Coach Travel Tours in the events section, and you can see all the information there. For National Bucket List Day 2025, we'll be in Las Vegas. So we're there the 24th through the 27th of April.
Oh, fun. Are you excited for that?
We are. Yeah, we're going to do a Moroccan restaurant. We're going to do the zip line, all kinds of different activities. They got the Mob Museum, the Neon Museum, and we'll be staying right there in the heart of Fremont Street over the Golden Nugget.
Nice. Well, I know you mentioned that you've written a book. What's that about?
Growing your business through referrals. So I teach you exactly what we talked about today, how to build those relationships, how to leverage the national holidays, and just think of ways that you can send somebody a gift. And one way you can send someone a gift is just go to nationaldaycalendar.com. You can purchase a calendar. They have a discount now because we're already 3 months into the year. And then how to build those relationships. So if I go to a networking event, I'm not just going to walk around and hand my card. I'm going to go up to people. Hi, my name is Cindy. I would like to introduce you to someone. I want to introduce you to my friend Holly. And so then I'll introduce both parties, or I'll talk to you, Holly. Hey, Holly, what is the best referral? I'm going to be back in 20 minutes. Give me one or two sentences, and I'll either bring the person to you or I'll give you their card. And a lot of times they'll say, well, I want to get to know you. I'm like, well, not right now. It's all about the person I want to connect you to. Let's meet later. You can meet for coffee, or one of the things I talk about in my book is doing a walk and talk. You can go to the Huntington Beach Pier or Newport Pier and do a little walk and get to know each other and, have a nice meal afterwards. And you get some extra.
You must know so many people. That's great. How fun.
Yes. Thank you.
Have you built quite the community for yourself doing all of this?
I have. I actually moved to the Huntington Beach area in 2017.
Okay.
And originally from Sacramento.
Okay. So yeah, that's not that long, but now like everybody knows you online and everything. And obviously you're like you said, you're trying to meet more people in person to solidify that.
Yes, definitely.
Is there anything else that you want to share about like what you do or just how you like the area in general, being a transplant yourself?
I just issue a challenge anybody who's watching today. If you want to start visiting these restaurants together so we could create some great relationships, we could blog about it, we could do videos about it, TikTok. And the more people get together and the more people doing that, that's going to really stimulate that restaurant's business. That's the challenge that I put out there today.
How do you pick the restaurants?
A lot of them I just know from other bloggers and other TikTokers, or I have a client who goes all over Huntington Beach, so he'll usually introduce me to owners or restaurateurs or just people who frequent that restaurant.
Yeah.
Like for instance, we got Descanso. Have you been to Descanso?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really great place. So they have the plancha style cooking, so it's pretty amazing.
So cool. No, I mean, I do love all of that, like community, supporting community and giving back and all of that. It's really good vibes. So I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
I would love to be able to promote more of your events that you have coming up, because like together we can all support one another, which is great. It's like,
so you're available April 14th?
Yes.
Good. We'll go do some dolphins and we'll actually pay it forward to Davy's Locker. More people can know about them. Because that's really the key, is to get more traffic.
Yeah.
So let's say Davy's Locker maybe didn't know who we were. And then, so we have, the average person has 200 connections. So I can do a post, you can do a post. Probably 2 or 3 other people will be at the dolphin event. And that's really how it's going to happen for both of us, is to get more stuff out there and stop posting about our business. I mean, I post about my business, but I spend about 20 hours a week just on the phone. Who would you like to meet today?
That's awesome. What a good way to pay it forward. Makes sense. It's all full circle. So, well, thank you, Cindy, for sharing a little bit more about what you do and your passions, and like just genuinely all of the connections that you're making right here in the community. It's so great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where can people find you on social media?
Oh, you can go to bucketlistcoachtravel.com, or you can find me at Bucket List Coach Web Show and National Bucket List Day. And if you like to purchase a t-shirt, this week actually is the last week. So it's right around $19-20 and a little bit shipping. If not, then we could shoot for next year. And next year we'll be starting at Catalina. So next time I'm on the show, I'll actually get more in depth about that, what's going on.
All right. Sounds good. Well, Cindy, thanks for taking some time out from your book writing, and we'll see you here again soon.
Thank you.
Bye.